What the heck is a shell club, and why would I want to join something like that? I know tons about shells. I'm at the beach all the time.
If you're a Florida sheller and you don't know what a shell club is and you don't belong to one, buckle up because I'm about to blow a hole right through what you think you know about shelling. What I'm about to show you is like a backstage access pass so you can see what belonging to a shell club is actually like. Shell Club is amazing. It's friends with benefits. Not only do you get to do some really cool stuff and get to learn some really cool stuff, but you get to hang out with some pretty amazing people who all love the exact same thing you do, seashells. Now, I didn't even know about shell clubs when I started shelling, and let me tell you, it's been so awesome to find out more and actually participate more in our local one, the Sarasota Shell Club. It is so much fun. We have amazing experts in our group, very willing to share their knowledge. We have folks who put together trips for everybody to go out shelling. We have an incredible selection of really talented artistic people that put together all kinds of amazing stuff with the shells. So let's dive into it, and I'm going to tell you about what our shell club here in Sarasota does, and then you can investigate a little more on your own for shell clubs in your area and what kind of activities and fun things they offer you too. The Sarasota Shell Club offers its members a really nice variety of different benefits to enjoy. I can't speak to what other clubs do, but this is what our club does. From September through April, our calendar is packed with all sorts of activities for members to participate in. We have monthly meetings that bring in top-flight guest speakers that teach us all kinds of really neat stuff. We have experts within our own group who will not only give talks to us, but to other groups around the state as well. We take organized shelling trips to places like Key Waden, Kais, Honeymoon Island, St. Augustine, Jacksonville, where we can all go and have fun shelling together. We also take rides on the Carefree Learner boat right here in Sarasota, visit the estuary, and see all sorts of really neat stuff at negative low tides. We have a group of artisans that will not only teach make and takes for other members, but spends their year making things out of shells to be sold at the club's annual shell show, which is also super fun. We have a great website, a Facebook page, and a monthly newsletter called The Bowie. You're going to see some more on those later. And to wrap up the year, all of our shell friends go down to the Venice Yacht Club for a really great holiday party. Here's a look at the club's website so you can go find it and check a few things out on your own and explore. And then here there's also the address for the website and the club email address so you can contact them. So let's talk about some of those meetings and guest speakers. This is a look at the calendar page from the Sarasota Shell Club website, and you can see all different kinds of activities packed all through there, not with just trips, but with guest speakers that are coming to meetings. Dr. Emily Lancaster is also on Instagram as Emily the Marine Biologist. She's out of Eckerd College and full of all kinds of really awesome information. We'll be getting a visit from Dr. Ashley Oliphant very soon as well. She is a retired English professor and actually just did this book on chartreuse hunting on the Carolina coast. So we should have a really interesting and fun meeting when she comes to join us in March as well. And in November, we hosted, and we're very happy to have, Dr. Jose Leal from the Bailey Matthews Shell Museum down in Sanibel. If you remember, it was heavily damaged after Ian, and Dr. Leal came and gave us a presentation on what the collection now looks like, and the new displays, and the new off-site storage. See, he's the science director and curator for the whole collection. Here he actually is in the news holding a record-sized West Indian chank shell, which is there at the museum with a lot of other really amazing specimens. Here's Dr. Leal giving our club a presentation on what was going on down at the museum and what the new displays are going to look like, which was really a very rare treat for all of us to have that kind of insider information on what was actually happening at the museum. So it was a fantastic presentation. On top of great presenters, we also have a lot of experts just inside the club itself. For example, that's Sally and Karen, the president and vice president. They are both super shellers, very knowledgeable on the science end of things, and have gone shelling literally all over the place. Here we see Dwayne, one of our past presidents, giving a talk to some folks about species frequencies. On the bottom right, that's Ron. He's the editor of the Bowie newsletter and one of our in-house experts on fossil marine shells. And both these guys actually gave presentations at the big international convention in Melbourne, Florida this past year. And here's Debbie and Guelda live on the Suncoast View on ABC in Sarasota talking about the Shell Show. Debbie gave a really cool science talk about the life cycle and sizes of the horse conch, which is the state shell, and Guelda gave some information about all the cool artwork that's going to be available there at the show.
I have one room decorated in seashells, so I love this. Tell us about the artistic displays that
Well,
are there.
if you decorate your home in a sort of ocean type theme, this is the place you want to be.
And there's Gary. Gary puts together some really fun shelling trips, like the Keewaydin trip, the Kais trip, and a number of others that the club's already taken earlier on this year. Let's take a quick look at a trip. This is a trip to Keewaydin with the Hemingway Water Shuttle. And while I don't want to give the whole trip away, we'll give you a sneak peek at it. Early morning start. Oh, what is it, 6 o'clock now?
Yeah, not even over the boat. I mean,
Ooh, that's nice. I got -8, minus 0.8.
0.8 is even better.
Heck yeah. It's minus 0.62 now.
Does that work for you?
So quiet and still. We're the only thing even making waves out here.
Real quick, your scheduled pickup time again, please be here 5 to 10 minutes beforehand.
Ooh, this looks fun. Have fun. Happy hunting. Hi, puppy. Boy, look what I found. Let's get it wet. There's some big boys in here. Wow. Oh gosh. Wow. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh. And all I saw was this. And I started pulling. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh my God, John, how many alphabets do you have?
About 7 or 8.
You're kidding me.
No.
Wow. Big stuff and tiny stuff, same day. So fun.
Like when it was a baby, it was on.
Wow, Gary, that's a really beautiful true. I mean, look at that lip. That's a beauty. Whoa! More on that one coming soon. Hey, while we're at it, let's take a look at Carefree Learner. Doing another adventure with the Shell Club. Today we're on the Carefree Learner. It's an educational boat that takes folks out into Sarasota Bay. We're gonna go look around Sarasota from a perspective that we haven't seen before.
But just some exciting news, and of course, partially due to the support that you guys have given us over the years. So
Taking off out of Marina Jacks on our way into Sarasota Bay. Say hello, darling. This is Deb, one of our artists from the club.
I'm ready.
Where are they taking us? I've never done this before. Where are they taking us?
They're in a sandbar out in the middle of the bay.
Oh, so we want to find critters, not just shells. Wow. That is pretty. Look at that with the light coming through it. Oh my gosh. That's amazing. What a beautiful morning out here in Sarasota Bay. Oh, hello.
Oh, the eggs.
I don't know what those are.
What?
Those clear things filled with the
That's the eggs.
eggs of what though? Oh, here's a nice parwalk. This guy's empty. Slightly crusty. There's a big critter right here. Hello, friend. Hi. these pen shells. Are you kidding me? Holy cow, you guys. Look at the size of that. Do we have a pufferfish in here?
Yeah.
Oh, wow! He's cool! I can't believe somebody found a fine pufferfish. That's amazing. So, completely different adventures, but both available through being a member of the Shell Club. Staying informed about all the club activities is important, and we have a few places we can do that. First and foremost being our great website, the Sarasota Shell Club website. This is a clearinghouse for information on our calendar, what events we have coming up, where to go, what's happening. Here we have our map, shows you where we get together and meet. This is our calendar page we talked about earlier, showing everything that we have scheduled. We also have a page with the shells of Southwest Florida, and another page for education with a link to our library list. Look at this. This is like 10 pages worth of books. And then there's more about us. There's stuff about the show. It's really, really great. Here we have our Facebook site, and you'll see that we'll have a lot of educational type posts here on our Facebook site too. Pictures of shells, things folks have found, clips of videos. There's Dr. Liao there. And of course the Bowie, our newsletter. Now the newsletter is always packed with information not only about what's coming up to do, but also what we have just done. And usually he throws some pictures of shells in there for us too. Now let's talk about the Artisans, what they do, and their fabulously cool room. Now we're about to dive into my favorite part of belonging to Shell Club, the Artisans. We are putting up a donation of shells that someone gave to us because we craft and make all kinds of fun things out of them and sell these at our show in February. And this is our supply room. So if you're a person who likes to craft and create with shells, this club is a great way to not only learn some new skills, but learn a lot about a lot of different shells from all over the world, not just here. A whole room of shells. Yes, please. Hello, my love. How are you? Lindsay, hi. What's going on, guys? Marilyn, what you guys got going on over here?
This is called the Pro.
It's the pro. I'm working.
And the Very Imperfect.
Looks pretty.
There are lots of people having fun in here. How could you not have fun in a room this glorious?
We will be making a snowflake.
Ooh, beautiful.
These are kitten paw shells. Then we're also going to be making a poinsettia from gars.
I do like those.
Mm-hmm.
After a few quick instructions and tips from Deb, I was able to assemble my very own poinsettia flower-centered cut shell ornament that went on my tree this winter, actually, and it came out absolutely beautifully. What a fun little project. How cool. Now, making takes is just skimming the iceberg of what the Artisans actually do. Oh my gosh. Every Thursday, these gals get together, play with the shells, enjoy the creative process, some fellowship and each other's company, and turn out some of the most beautiful things that you've ever seen that are either made with shells or made entirely out of shells. Oh my gosh, the creative imagination that comes from that room is hands down one of the most impressive things about this club. Just how talented and giving and sharing everybody actually is with their knowledge and their skills and their how-tos. Because being an artisan is in part not just making gorgeous things for the show, but also preserving some really important techniques to the world of shelling. This special technique is, of course, known as Sailor's Valentines, a time-honored tradition of making beautiful, gorgeous, intricate pieces out of some of the teeniest, tiniest shells that you can find out there. Now, there's a lot of legend and lore around the Sailor's Valentines. I'll let you look up some of that for yourself, but just wanted to show you an example of some of the jaw-dropping detail that goes into these things. Now, don't think the shell show is just about what the artisans do. There are scientific exhibits all over the place here that give you an opportunity as a collector to see things you may never have the chance to collect, to take a look at shells that you might never have a possibility of seeing in your lifetime. So it isn't just about the artisans. There's a lot about education here as well. And of course, we have shell dealers too that'll give you an opportunity to purchase some shells from places you may not get a chance to ever travel to. Rare specimens, large specimens, specimens from out of the country. Just incredible opportunity to lay hands on, lay eyes on some of the most gorgeous seashells that exist in the world. And of course, if you can't find a Junonia on the beach, you can always find one here at the show to take home and add to your collection. The club even has bins and loads of shells that were collected here locally by club members and by folks that donate their shells to the club. So if you want to get your hands on some cool local Florida shells that you have had a hard time finding, come take a look at the show. You might just find some stuff that you've been looking for on the beaches right here at this show as well. After a fun-filled and usually busy fall, we end up at our Christmas party, our holiday party here at the Venice Yacht Club. Boy, holidays sure look different here in Florida, don't they? Right there is a look at our silent auction table that we've got. People donated things for the silent auction after we have our meal. Oh my gosh, that is such a riot with the bidding wars. There's shells, there's things like this frame, things the artisans made. It's really, really fun. Everyone gets dressed up in their festive best, and we have a really lovely afternoon with all of our shell friends and these gorgeous decorated tables, complete with Christmas crackers on them and some little candy goodie bags there, and then a really fantastic meal as well. They do an excellent job here. We even have some swag bag goodie bags to go home with as well, so it's a lot of fun. Most of the club actually joins us for this afternoon. We have quite a few people here, as you can see from this year's party. And it really is just a lovely afternoon. So much fun. And the auction, oh my gosh, the silent auction is a riot. Everybody bidding on specimen shells, laughing and joking around. It is just a super, super fun time. So if you thought you knew shelling, I hope this look at Shell Club and what kind of opportunities and benefits it actually offers you has really opened your eyes to see that if you didn't know about it, you don't know what you don't know. You didn't even know there was a whole world out there of extra activities, fun places to go, and people to hang out with if you never even check into a shell club. Well, now that you've had a chance to see what kind of benefits belonging to a shell club can actually offer you, maybe you'll consider joining one that's close to you soon as well. I hope you enjoyed this little peek behind the curtain, and this made you want to go out and find out more about shell clubs in your location too. And thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you on the beaches very soon, where you need to get out there and go shelling. And for some additional information about our artisans activities and our annual club show, you can check out these two videos right here.